I'm Tyler.
And I'm Aaron.
And welcome to BoomStick Podcast, Episode 1. And we're here with a special edition to talk about the big game. This Sunday, the New England Patriots will be taking on the Philadelphia Eagles in the Super Bowl.
So far, the Vegas odds say the Patriots are going to win by 4 points. So, we would like to say what we think was going to happen.
Alright, here, I think that the Patriots are going to cover. That's what I'm going to say. I think it'll be just 4 points, exactly.
I don't know. I think it's going to be close, but I think Patriots are still going to take this one. So, we're going to start talking about who's likely to score first. Tyler?
To score first, I'm going to have to take the Eagles here. I'm going to say because due to the history, the Patriots in the Tom Brady and Belichick era have never scored a touchdown in the first quarter of a Super Bowl. So I'm going to say Jake Elliott with the Eagles is going to kick a field goal, probably around 40 yards.
Well, I'm going to have to agree with you with the Eagles scoring first. I agree with everything, stats and all. But I disagree with the field goal. I think since LeGarrette Blount is such a great goal line runner, he's going to score the touchdown first.
I don't know. The Patriots got a good defensive line this year. I think it's going to be tough, and I think it's going to be a rough game for the offensive line and the defensive line. But you never know. It could be a LeGarrette Blount touchdown, but I'm taking the defense for the Patriots to cover here, and there's going to be a field goal involved.
Well, LeGarrette Blount is so knowledgeable, and he knows so much about the Patriots. He knows how they run things. He's been there for years before going to the Eagles. So I feel that he's just going to rush through.
I don't know. Back when LeGarrette Blount was even on the Steelers, like after he left the Patriots the first time, when he faced the Patriots, he couldn't do nothing against them. And I'm going to say the same thing's going to happen here. But it's going to be tough. Back then, the Patriots had Gerard Mayo and Ninkovich, and those players are gone. Dante Hightower's hurt. But I still think, we got enough players on the defensive line, and it's just going to be no touchdown for Blount.
Well, I guess we'll have to see. So, at halftime, what do you think the predictions will be?
At halftime, I believe that the score is going to be the New England 14 and Philly 10.
I agree with you on the fact that New England is going to have 14 points, but I also believe that Philadelphia is also going to have 14 points. It's going to be a close game. Both teams are great. Both teams have strong defenses and strong offenses. So I just think it's going to be a close game throughout the whole entire thing.
I don't know. Nick Foles, he's been pretty surprising, I'll say, in this playoffs. But I still don't think he's going to be able to get it done. Like, the Patriots have awesome defenders in the backfield. They got Stephon Gilmore, Malcolm Butler, Patrick Chung, and I just don't see them scoring 14 points in the first half.
Well, Nick Foles has got a lot of, he's got big shoes to fill since
Carson Wentz
went down with that injury. He's got a big shadow, so he's got a lot to play for. So I think he's going to play harder in the first half.
And with the Patriots coming back in the efforts with the Jaguars game, I can see them coming out firing. I just think Brady's going to have a connection. He's going to have Gronk back. Let's hope he stays healthy. But I think Brandon Cooks, maybe deep threat down the field. So you never know with them.
Exactly. I just think that everything it's going to be a close game throughout the whole entire thing.
Yes, it will.
All right. So as you may know, this year's halftime show is going to be Justin Timberlake. So, to bring something interesting into this, I thought that we could make predictions of what songs he's going to sing.
Well, to be honest, Justin Timberlake, it was his third time performing a Super Bowl halftime show. It's his second time headlining it. And to be honest, before we get into the songs, I want to know, I don't know who he's going to bring out. This is a major, guess here. People are saying Janet Jackson or another band member from NSYNC, but you never know.
Justin Timberlake is such a popular person, so you never know. He could bring out people from Lonely Island or something.
Andy Samberg.
Yep, they have a great relationship. They can also bring out other musical guests that he's worked with in the past. So it's a toss-up.
It's a toss-up, so I guess we'll find out. But let's get down to the songs. So I'm going to say he's going to sing his new hit song from Trolls. He's going to sing Can't Stop This Feeling. You got to get the crowd fired up for the second half, right? So, and there's nothing better than Trolls, so he's going to sing it. And then I was going to say he's going to sing songs, Cry Me a River, popular Justin Timberlake song. And then I'm saying he's going to sing Sexy Back. You know, JT's always bringing Sexy back, am I right?
Of course. So, I agree with you on two of those, except for Cry Me a River. I feel that he's going to do Mirrors.
Another great song by JT.
I just think Cry Me a River is just too slow and won't get the crowd riled up.
I can see where you're coming from there. And I think it'll be another good halftime show.
Yep, I don't think it's going to be terrible at all. Justin Timberlake is a great performer.
All right, let's go into some commercial predictions. You know, you can't have the big game without some of these commercials.
These commercials have been in Super Bowl history forever. Most of, whatever I remember when I was younger, I remember watching the Super Bowl and having amazing trailers, having amazing commercials for everything that's coming out later on this year.
You have the people who only watch the Super Bowl sometimes just for these commercials, but you got to watch the big game this year. But these commercials, they're always a highlight to some fans.
Whether Doritos or Skittles or just stuff like the Puppy Monkey Baby thing.
Huge success.
Yep.
All right. Aaron, I'm going to ask you right now, who's going to have the most car commercials? Which company?
I'm thinking Toyota. Toyota is just crushing it right now with cars. I think they just have so many cars. Whenever I turn on the TV, it's always Toyota.
I'm going to have to agree with you there with Toyota, but Toyota's it's an amazing company, but I'm also going to say with a good American muscle, Ford. You never know with Ford. They're always throwing out some nice truck commercials and get the people going, right, for this Super Bowl. All right. Then we're going to move into what do you think some of the movie trailers are going to be. There's the hottest things out in 2018 right now. There's so many movies to be looking forward to. What do you think?
Well, I think since Marvel is so successful in what they do and how they've released things, I think just to get the fans riled up and have them ready for Infinity War, I think they're going to send out an Infinity War trailer. I don't think it's going to be a full one. I think it's just going to be a 30-second teaser. What do you think?
I'm going to have to agree with you there. Infinity War, that's a movie that everybody's just anticipating right now. Marvel has been huge ever since the start of the MCU. And they've just been gaining a lot of success. So I can see Infinity War trailer being played.
On top of the Infinity War trailer, I feel that Pixar is also going to come out with the Incredibles 2 trailer. It's been forever. When I was a kid, that was the movie, perfect superhero movie, I say.
I know they created the teaser trailer a few weeks ago, right?
They got to release something. Super Bowl's big. People's anticipating. Everyone's watching. So.
Although, I'm going to go here with another Marvel movie here. I'm going to go with Deadpool. Deadpool 2. Deadpool, the original, created so much grossing success. So I got to say, people's anticipating Deadpool 2. There's not really been a lot of teaser trailers out there for it, so what's better than the big game when we got millions to billions of fans at home watching this? Deadpool, we're waiting for you.
Speaking of millions of fans, I also think that Pacific Rim 2 is going to come out with a trailer as well. The first Pacific Rim, great success. Nobody thought of it was going to be a great movie. Came out of nowhere, surprised everyone. So I think Pacific Rim 2 is going to be another one.
To include with that, I'm going to say we're going to have another Jurassic World trailer here. I'm going to say the first movie generated so much success from just because of the original series, and Chris Pratt he's doing amazing things with Guardians of the Galaxy and with Jurassic World, so I'm going to say we're going to be expecting a big trailer drop here, so get ready, folks.
All right, so to get back to sports, what do you think? Do you think there's going to be a comeback at all during this?
So with the 14-10 prediction at halftime, I'm going to say that there will be some sort of comeback here. I can see Philly coming out second half firing. Nick Foles is going to learn the Patriots strategies, and he's probably going to score some touchdowns. But I can see there will be a comeback. Patriots this whole year have been the comeback team. With the Jaguars, the Jets, so you never know. This can go either way. It can be either Eagles comeback or a Patriots comeback. It's going to be a good game to watch, folks.
All right, so I'm going to have to disagree with you. I think that the Eagles, it's just going to be back and forth. It's going to be Patriots score, Eagles score. It's just going to be back and forth. So I don't think there's going to be any comebacks. I think it's going to be fight until the end.
I can see that. But don't forget, we got two great defenses here. And you never know what's going to happen with them.
And we have two great offenses, so we never know what's going to happen.
Too high-powered.
Yep. So, speaking of the end of the game, what do you think your final score prediction is going to be?
Wow, final score. I'm going to go with the Patriots over here with a 28-24 victory, just like the Super Bowl 49 score with the Patriots. Malcolm Butler, Super Bowl hero. I don't see that happening, but I do see a Patriots comeback, and we will win this game.
I'm going to have to agree with you. I think New England has just been a powerhouse throughout all of its years with Brady and Belichick. I think they're going to come out and win this one again. But instead of 28-24, I think that it's going to be 27-20. Because New England is just, they're a scoring team. Philly is also a scoring team, but I don't see them scoring 20 plus on the Patriots at all.
I have a question here, right off the dome. Do you think any defenses will score a touchdown in this game?
I don't think so. I think there's definitely going to be turnovers. Nick Foles is I think he's going to be jittery. It's his first Super Bowl. Brady, I don't think he's going to turn over it at all.
I don't know. That's what a lot of people said about last year's Super Bowl. Brady, threw a pick six. You never know. I can see a few turnovers by both teams. I can see Brady either fumbling it or throwing a couple picks. But Nick Foles, I can see him throwing one or two picks.
But I don't think it's going to be a pick six. I think that both defenses are amazing. They're great. They are where they are because of their greatness. But I don't think there's going to be any turnovers at all.
Even with the Eagles' last game with a pick six to start their scoring efforts?
I mean, Vikings are a different team.
That's
Patriots
right.
are, wiser. They have more experience.
They have the coaching.
Exactly. They know what they're doing, so.
Matt Patricia, man, our defensive coordinator. You don't think Patriots are going to do anything?
Exactly. So, coming to a close, who do you think at the end of this, whatever team wins, who do you think is going to be the MVP for each side?
Wow. All right. So, obviously, I'm going to have to go here for the Patriots. If they do end up covering up my score, I'm going to say Tom Brady's going to be the MVP here. I'm going to have to say Tom Brady throws 2 touchdowns in this game, and they're probably going to be a little bit screen passes to James White or Deion Lewis. I won't be surprised if they were. But I can also maybe see a goal line fade to Gronk, or if it's a deep bomb, maybe Brandon Cooks. But I don't know. There could be a defensive score here. I can see that happening.
Well, I have to agree with you with Tom Brady being the Patriots MVP, but you're also forgetting about one person, Danny Playoff Amendola. His playoff this year has been crazy. So many touchdowns. He was huge in the Jacksonville game. 2 touchdowns, over 100 yards. Just a monster game for him.
Amendola, he's the playoff guy.
Yep.
The Patriots expected to get him to fulfill Wes Welker. He's been underperforming during the regular season, but once he hits the playoffs, it's like he's a brand new guy.
Shows up when it counts. That's when we need him.
And he can. You never know. He could throw a nice pass to Danny over there. How about Chris Hogan, though?
Chris Hogan, he's going to be underdog. I think nobody's going to really guard him too seriously. He's a deep threat as well. He can catch. Everyone just overlooks him, so I'm expecting some big plays from him.
Yeah, I can see a few passes from Chris Hogan. He's underdog.
Yep.
Ever since his journey with the Bills to now, he's always been considered an underdog.
And that Steelers game last year was huge in the playoffs.
All right, but here we go. I got a question. Other than LeGarrette Blount, will there be any more rushing touchdowns this game?
I think that Jay Ajayi is just an amazing runner. I think he's been doing great ever since he got traded from the Dolphins. I think the Dolphins were stunting him. I feel like he couldn't do great things as he is doing on the Eagles because of the way of offense. The offense is just slow, and since Philly's just a new team
Philly's
now.
high-powered. They're high-powered offense. They got the offensive line for the run game.
Yep.
They got the blockers. They got big receivers to go out and block. Alshon Jeffrey, the guy's a monster.
Yeah, and it may sound even crazy. I think Nick Foles might rush for some yards.
You think he's going to rush for some yards?
I mean, Patriots defense is pretty good, so I think they're just going to get in his face and force him to run.
Yeah, I can see that, little trick plays coming in. I think both teams... I say both teams will have one trick play.
Yep. Patriots have, they're notorious for their flea
flickers.
Yep, and then having Amendola throw. Unfortunately, Edelman's not in the game, so he can't throw. So, I think there's going to be a couple
of trick plays. You never know, the Eagles, too, they might throw in a flea flicker. But the Eagles are actually known for, during the season, they had their wide receivers throw some passes. So, you never know. We might get Big Alshon over there throwing a deep bomb.
Speaking of...
Or Aguilar. Don't forget, Aguilar is underrated wide receiver here. Mm-hmm. He could be a potential of having a big game.
So, speaking of wide receivers, turn the tables a little bit. Say the Eagles win. Who do you think your MVP is going to be?
All right. If we say the Eagles win, I'm going to have to go Nick Foles here. He's an underdog. He started his career, right, with the Eagles with 7 touchdowns in a game, tying the NFL record. And then he goes on to the Chiefs, the Rams, and he just did nothing. So he's back home. If the Eagles were to win this game, I could see Nick Foles having a big game. He might rush in for a touchdown, like you said, or I could see him throwing some deep bombs. He created a connection last week with Alshon Jeffrey.
Yep, and speaking of Alshon Jeffrey, I feel that he might be the MVP of the Super Bowl if they win. It's very rare to see a wide receiver get the MVP.
We had the Patriots with Deion Branch winning MVP. Don't forget that.
Jeffrey's just a big person. He can run. He can catch deep balls. He can do everything.
He's a bully on the field.
Yep, he was a bully in Chicago. He's a bully now. He's just a big threat to the Patriots.
At first, he couldn't connect with Foles, but once the playoffs started, the whole team started connecting.
Everyone started connecting, from the defensive ends to the quarterbacks, the running backs, everyone. The team is now running fluently like an engine.
It's going to be a great game.
All right, so speaking of great things, throughout the whole entire game, I feel that there's going to be some great matchups. One fun fact, Stephon Gilmore and Alshon Jeffrey, they were roommates in college.
Were they? Wow.
They went to South Carolina together, so it's going to be fun for them.
Oh, wow. So we got 2 college roommates facing off against each other. Who wins that matchup, Aaron?
I have to say Alshon Jeffrey. Even though Stephon Gilmore made that big play against the Jaguars last week, I still feel that Alshon Jeffrey is just gonna overtake him.
I'm sorry, I gotta go with Stephon here, man. The guy, he underperformed the whole season, and then once the playoffs hit, he's just becoming a monster with the big play.
That's exactly why I'm gonna have to take Alshon Jeffrey. He underperformed in the beginning of the season. He underperformed in the middle and the end. I feel that the only big play that Gilmore made was that last one when we needed him.
But that's what you need. Like, even they going back to 2014 with Malcolm Butler. It makes a big play there. Or Richard Sherman with the 49ers in going to the Super Bowl.
As you said before, Alshon Jeffrey's a bully. He can catch the deep balls. He can catch everything that you throw at him.
Don't forget, Stephon Gilmore's a bully too. He has a little sass in his game.
Well, I guess we're going to have to find out. Another great matchup this Super Bowl Sunday is Zach Ertz and Patrick Chung. What do you think?
What I'm saying here, I'm going to have to go Zach Ertz. The guy's a monster on the field. I'm telling you, 2 touchdowns a game. It doesn't even matter with the yardage. The guy's a bully in the red zone. Not only this, but when it comes to the red zone, the Patriots defense tends to crumble sometimes.
Yeah, but you have to look at the stats throughout the whole entire year. Patrick Chung, he's been a beast against tight ends. Patriots defense is gonna shut him down. I think that Zach Ertz is going to get a touchdown in the end zone, but nothing other than that.
I can see where you're coming from. I did my research before one of these, and I've been looking at Patrick Chung against some of his tight ends. And we're talking about guys like Travis Kelce. The guy got held to 5 catches for 40 yards.
See?
That's a big-time tight end. He could be number 1 tight end with Gronk.
Well, you also have to look at it like this. Patriots, they play against each other. Gronk's the number 1 tight end in the league, if not best in history. So, having him train against Gronk, that's a big thing. You know,
the truth. It's the truth. So
nobody's better than Gronk.
That'll be an excellent matchup to watch on the field, guys. We got number 86, Zach Ertz, and then we got number 23, Patrick Chung.
Yep. And for our final and great matchup of the night, Tom Brady or Nick Foles.
Wow. Well, I'm going to have to go TB12 here. You know, the guy's in phenomenal shape for his age. And he's been... I watched some of his film on Facebook Live. He practices. He doesn't stop practicing. He got the whole team to go on a protein diet with him. Everybody's in incredible shape here. Even if I say he's going to throw some turnovers, he will have a big game. I'm saying Tom Brady ends with 270 yards, 2 passing touchdowns.
Well, I'm going to have to agree with you on that. Tom Brady is just a beast. He's been a beast his whole career. With your stat prediction, I think that he's going to put up 3 touchdowns and probably maybe 250 yards.
The only problem is I would have given him more touchdowns, but, you know, when the Patriots usually get in the red zone and they get goal line, they tend to give it to the guys like James White and Dion. So, I had Burkhead. We can't forget about Burkhead.
Yep, he's been a big part of this Patriots offense throughout the whole entire season.
So, there you go, guys. You have our predictions for the Super Bowl, but don't wait. We're not done. I got some questions to ask, Aaron. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, guys. Here we go. We got some fun questions. The coin toss of the Super Bowl. Heads or tails?
Heads.
He's going with heads? I'm going to have to go with tails here.
Yeah.
I don't know. History has shown a lot has been tails.
It's been scientifically proven that heads is heavier on that side, so I think it's just going to be heads again.
All right. Here we go. That's a fun one. The length of the national anthem. It's usually said the average national anthem in the Super Bowl has been 2 minutes, 1 second. Do you think Pink goes over that or under?
I think Pink's going to go over. She's been used to performing in such large audiences. She's comfortable with what she does. So I just think she's gonna overperform some.
I can see that. Pink is excellent performer, and I can see her definitely rolling some words and extending it out and then listening to the crowd. I can see Pink going over here. Well, the winner of the coin toss, what would they choose to do? Let's say it was the Patriots.
I say that they're going to receive. Throughout the whole entire season, they've received the ball on almost everything. So I just think
I'm going to agree there. That's the Patriots. That's their style. Whenever they win the coin toss, they always choose to receive. They want to just go downfield and score. Show them like that the Eagles, they're not going to have a chance to come back, stay hot the whole game. But if the Eagles win, what do you think?
I also have to say that they're going to receive. The Eagles have a lot to play out for. They have to start off rolling strong. They have to show the Patriots that they're not here because they got lucky. They need to show the Patriots that they got here due to their strength and heart.
Yeah, that sums it all right up there. I would say the Eagles would receive too. They got something to play for. They got nothing to lose. They're going to try to go downfield. They're going to try to score and shut all these Patriot fans up.
Throughout the whole entire offseason, they've been the underdog. You've seen that lineman wearing that underdog mask. So I think they have a lot to prove.
Underdog throughout the whole playoffs ever since MVP candidate Carson Wentz went down with a torn ACL. They're huge underdogs here, so it won't be a surprise if the Eagles receive here. All right. Will the opening kickoff, will it be a touchback or will it be returned?
Touchback. It's very rare that you see people and receivers returning the ball back into the end zone. It may seem like It's the Super Bowl. They got to perform hard. But I just think it's just like the odds of that.
Don't forget about Devin Hester. Bears, Colts. Super Bowl. Return it to the house. Opening play of the game. Miami. What do you think?
That's only one Super Bowl. It hasn't been done.
Desmond Howard. Returned 2 kickoffs in Super Bowl. Super Bowl MVP. Green Bay Packers.
But in all honesty, do the Eagles have anyone that's going to really return it that far? They don't have Sproles.
What happens with the Patriots?
Patriots could. It's a possibility.
Deion Lewis.
It's a possibility for both teams. I just don't see it happening now.
You never know. I'm going to stay optimistic here. I don't know. I have no clue, but
I'd like to say that it would be.
I think it'll be more interesting if they return it, but I'm going to go with Aaron. I'm going to say it's probably going to be a touchback.
Yep.
All right. Will the first commercial after the kickoff be a beverage company?
Yes. They have to start off strong, whether it's alcohol or it's just Pepsi or something like that. That's notorious. It's been in almost every Super Bowl.
It has to be. I'm going to have to agree it's going to be, I can see Bud Light. Dude, throughout the whole entire season, they've had a running gig of Dilly. And I can see that. They created names like Philly. So I can see that being huge here with the Philadelphia Eagles in the Super Bowl. So don't be surprised. We're going to see round 2 of the battlefield.
All right, so I'm going to have to disagree with you on that. I think that it's going to be Coke. Coke's just a big company. They can do whatever they want, and it's just a big success for them.
Coke? Yeah, I can see that. They've had some pretty historic Super Bowl commercials, especially with the diversity in there, so I can see them being huge here. All right. The first offensive play. Let's go with the Patriots. It's going to be a run or a pass.
Pass. It's Brady. He's got to start off strong. Got to show that
Eagles. Oh, yeah. Every game, Brady always throws at least 15 yards. At least he tries. I can see that. To be honest, I can see a connection between Brady and Gronk here. First play. Show everybody the concussion is over. He's here to play.
Well, if it were the Eagles, I think they're just going to run it. They're going to have LeGarrette Blount run it. He's just a big runner. He can run into the players really hard. He's just a big dude. He has to show how he's got to show that the Patriots it was a bad decision letting him go.
I don't know. I'm going to have to disagree there. I'm going to go Nick Foles going to throw a pass. I think he's going to try to show the Patriots why the Eagles are there. I think he's going to try to maybe throw a deep bomb, actually. I can see that play-action pass.
I guess we're going to have to find out.
But I'm going to say if the Eagles were to pass it, they're going to go to Alshon. Probably 20, 25 yards here.
Yep, sounds right.
All right. The first pass of the game. Is it going to be an incomplete pass, a complete pass, or an interception?
I'm going to have to say that it's going to be incomplete pass. Both defenses are out there to play. They're playing to win, so they're going to play hard, and why not play the hardest you can in the beginning of the game?
I'm going to disagree. I'm going with a complete pass. I'm saying it's going to be a complete pass because I'm going to say both teams have something to play for here. We got all these fans out there in the NFL who dislike the Patriots, and I'm going to say that the Patriots, they all saying that the refs are cheating here, so I'm going to say Brady's going to fire a pass. It's going to be complete to Gronk. As if it's going to be the Eagles, I'm going to say it's going to be complete too. They also have something to play for. They're facing the big dog, the Patriots, the alpha male of the NFL. So I'm going to say there's going to be a complete pass.
All right, that sounds about right. So as we're wrapping up the show, there's been this running gag on the internet. What's the Gatorade color going to be, whoever wins?
Aaron, I'm going to have to go here with probably clear. I've been doing my research with the Gatorades, and the Patriots have chosen clear twice, and they also chose none before. But when they've chosen clear, that was one against the Eagles back in Super Bowl. So I can see them going here, to mock the Eagles here.
Well, I have to disagree. clear. Just doesn't seem how it's going to go. Whether it be the Patriots or the Eagles, I think that it's going to be the green one. It's going to be lime green. That's the big dog of Gatorade. Everyone knows Gatorade based on their lime green color. So I think it's just both teams are going to have the same one if they win.
Yeah, you never know. I guess we'll find out with the winner on Sunday night, guys. Thank you guys for joining in with us here at BoomStick Podcast. We'll be coming back with episode 2 soon. See you later, folks.